For 5 years, the jobs at Peerless Industries were shanghaied. Now, after their experiment with what's sometimes called offshoring, the company's back home in the U.S. call it reshoring.
Oh, we're tickled. Yeah, that was a good move. When it was all pulled together, then we could pull the plug on China, and it was fairly seamless.
Walter Snowdell says he didn't move his plant, making outdoor televisions and TV mounting brackets, back to the Chicago area out of national pride. He did it because it made sense.
This building was sitting vacant at the time.
Chinese labor was cheaper, he says, but costs are now rising at about 18% a year, and there were other expenses like shipping and travel. Then there were the knockoffs.
We found our own products coming back in somebody else's box. And I mean literally our own products, to the point where we could identify marks on the component parts so that we knew it was literally being made in the same tool.
He's hardly alone. From 2009 to 2011, a report by MFG.com and Reuters found 15% of U.S. companies brought work back home, and 40% are considering doing so in the next year. Reshoring advocates say in the U.S., insourcing, at about 50,000 jobs a year, now roughly equals outsourcing. And it's not just an American phenomenon, it's global.
Australia, for example, has 2 or 3 groups have contacted me and want to do something like this in Australia and adapt our system to there, because the same logic works, because the logic is make the product near the consumer, make it near the market.
One of the reasons some American companies are reshoring is automation. The work that was done by thousands in China is done by 500 here, and in this case, none. In the U.S., reshoring has meant a revival for dying industries. Joe Dolag had closed his family business making die casting parts like these years before Peerless called.
When I got the call for this job, I thought it was one of my friends playing a joke on me, because I couldn't believe that in 2009 that somebody was interested in starting a die-cast plant.
Economists say the growing reshoring boom at companies like Peerless isn't likely to stop the explosive manufacturing growth in places like China. But they say many companies are now likely to pursue the philosophy of the reshorers, using Asian operations to supply Asia. John Hendren, Al Jazeera, Aurora, Illinois.